Hello, and welcome back to the first matchup of Blood Rush League Season 3. This will be our qualifier matchup of Aashura vs Sinister. Aashura, one of the newer teams to Blood Rush League, but we've seen some of the Sinister members play in Blood Rush League before. And our Cerberus is looking quite strong on this no set. We've got Very Person, Dub, Leverly, and Sponge, four very well-known players who understand the game fundamentally well. And this is someone I've never seen play Nurse before, Blessed. Have you seen this person before, Venno?
No, I've not seen Bless play Nurse before, and we'll be spotting someone out pretty quick, although not getting the tag.
Yeah, but taking the fatigue and taking the M1 tag, I believe, onto Leverly, and now we're going to take the quick M2 1 blink here. This could be a nice quick follow-up.
Yeah, it would be.
Oh, very nice follow-up. Also, opinions on this build. This is like the most unique build I've seen all week.
I mean, I believe that. I think the perk is Throw off the Hunt on the top. Yeah, Throw off the Hunt's a pretty unique perk. Pretty unique perk, and we also have Rancor, not very commonly seen, although it's, not too out of the ordinary to see it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
But
haven't
yeah,
seen it too often on Nurse recently, but yeah, I understand throw paired with Ruin just so they can't get Ruin out of the way ever. But yeah, but why pair Eruption with that is my question here.
I feel like the most interesting part of his build, and I'm not sure if you've noticed straight off the bat, is that he's lacking Corrupt, which, means survivors can get on Gen straight off spawn, which could be detrimental to him if he does not pull something out of him really, really fast.
Yeah, taking a quick a quick M2 onto Very Person here and hopping back to the hook here.
Yeah, the fact we already have a stage of 5 gens is a solid start. We also have 2 tags on board, and we'll be seeing scratchies towards Shack here.
So this
Ooh.
is the most unique map we've put Nurse on so far, being Temple of Purgation. I haven't really seen Nurse ever played on this map in comp, so I thought might as well try it out, you know? But yeah, chasing our tunnel out here, who is Levelier. Let's see if we can catch him off real quick. We've got
Yeah,
one stage, 5 gens across the board still, so it's still looking pretty good for our killer.
I mean, if we can get the second stage quickly at 5 to 4 just remaining, then Bless is going to be in a good shape to set a good win con for Aashura here. Now, we will be seeing Lavelia heading back towards Shack here to try to play. Ooh, let's see. I think this should be a down. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
but
is
Levelier
working.
is running an insane chase so far. Very proud of this guy, playing out of his mind. Believe we're gonna opt to hook basement here. Yeah, pretty standard hook.
Yeah, we have definitely 4 gens. Really, really good stuff for Blessed here.
It's not looking too bad off the bat here for Ashura's killer.
Yeah, we'll be
Considering
heading up.
the first qualifier matchup is against a pretty well-known team who's got a lot of experience, I'm proud of how good they're doing so far. It's looking very nice. Opting to chase the one and only the GOAT Dub here. Let's see how long it'll take to get a hit. I'm predicting it might take a little while. It's Dub.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, Bless is getting the idea that, he doesn't really want to chase double. It's going to take too long, especially now that, ooh, Blink getting a
Oh,
short
not
here.
really a good blink. This is the only issue with the Temple of Purgation here. The blinks towards the main building tend to get a bit terrible, but we do see our unhook onto Leverly come through. Sadly, we're just going to go back for the tunnel out here.
We do
And
see
an
a
FTP
TP.
come through from Sponge. Very nice. Just trying to keep Levelier alive for as long as possible here.
I mean, keeping Lavelia alive is a crucial thing to do in this game right now, considering that he is definitely 4 gens. If he dies fast, this will not be good. And as I say that,
We're
Sponge, I
opting to
believe
chase
that's.
Sponge.
Yeah, Sponge. I think that was SB that came in on his part here. Like, he's got a lot of distance.
Not really committing to our tunnel out anymore, just committing to our fresh hook here, Sponge.
I mean, I feel like it's more of like Bless losing him, not being able to see him easily, and I mean, Sponge is also injured. He's in a vulnerable position to give for free. Ooh, I was about to say pain res, but I kind of forgot that, he doesn't have pain res on. He's running his interesting build.
Yeah, pain res not being allowed on the ST killers here.
Yeah, we're checking main once again. We're not seeing anything weird. I mean, he desperately needs to find a Velia, and I think that's what he's really trying to do right now, but it's not quite
Yeah.
working out for him. Ooh, wait, who's that? That might be very personal W. Well, we're not entirely sure who we're on, but we know we're on someone. We're checking off stealth, and we get our information that we do kind of need right now. And I do believe that's our tunnel out around. I believe that's the 6th side of the map. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's what we need.
we do see three gens being popped, and now we're committing to our tunnel out, not quite getting the hit, getting a bit of a mind game from Levelier here, and not getting the hit. Very, very unfortunate. This will be the Lithe proc coming through, trying to make as much distance as possible. Not getting the hit again. Levelier just playing out of his mind here.
Yeah, pretty insane that that was not a hit. That was really, really good ping on both parts, I feel. Quite lucky. Ooh, we're losing our survivor. Never mind, we have eyes on him again. Fortunately, losing line of sight during the brief moment where he was blinking just let him make distance here.
And we're back on the edge
Oh,
map here, not getting a hit again.
that is crazy, crazy close. And we popped another gen. We're now down to 1 gen, 2 stages on the board. It's quickly turning into our survivor's favors here. A little bit surprising considering how fast,
And now
we got
the hit is
our
coming
Jake to death
through.
hook.
Yeah, we did get our Jake to death hook quite fast, but look at this chase from our Jake. He's just playing out of his mind. Levelier here on the edge map gaming here, and he's just popping off. He's put our nurse in shambles here, not really checking her gens. She just wants this tunnel out as fast as possible, but now she's realized it's a bit too late, and you need a fresh hook here to secure somewhat of a decent result for your team.
I
And
mean,
they are not working this gen. They might be tripling the gen all the way in the distance down here.
I feel like trying to find Sponge right now is the best play. He's Rancor, he's exposed and stuff, and you can just like straight up Mori him, I believe, to obtain free 3 stages. So yeah, I feel like just finding him to prepare for endgame would be a smart play. But no, we don't find him. We just find Dub
This
instead,
is
and
Dub.
not because we want to be chasing. Never mind. A little bit of a mess up by both, and accumulates in a hit. Dub just breaking away towards the other side of the map. This just leads me to thinking that they're tripling the gen possibly on, the side of the map that you said they were tripling on. And I mean, Bliss has got the hint. He's going straight to the gen.
I mean,
Wonder if this is gonna be locked.
opting to slug here, that's honestly not too unique of a decision, but you don't really have many stages across the board. You need as much, picks as you can get, as much hooks as you can get here.
Yeah, I mean, we're not seeing anything here. I mean, can't find anyone. We're checking around. I wonder if he's gonna start opening the lockers here. Yeah, just like take a brief listen at the locker, not hearing anyone, just leaves. And we also do have Dub up now. And
And
the
our
last gen
last gen
pops.
does pop.
We need to find Sponge right now, ASAP. I mean, he's just not turning up anywhere. His stealth is just insane, and Bless is getting desperate. He's starting to check Ash map, starting to check lockers. Because Sponge is fully aware. He's gonna stealth. He's gonna make it out. He's gonna, and the gate is open. This
Is
is
this
it.
gonna be a two-stage result? That is insane.
Yeah, I wonder if
That is
Sponge is safe.
shocking.
I think Sponge is out. He's gonna close the hatch. That's just gonna give Sponge more time to make it to the gate. Yeah, Sponge probably has been calm to go to the other gate, meaning that this is gonna be locked in at a 2 stage.
That is
Well,
just insane to me.
yeah, we'll just wait for a second to get that confirmed. Although I'm 99% sure that. Oh, and there goes the 2 stage.
That is
Absolutely.
crazy to me, considering our killer had such a good start in the early game, having a tunnel out ready at 4 gens, but then Levelly ran some insane chases, causing our killer to get a 2 stage, which is so unfortunate. We'll be back after a short intermission with Sinister's killer of a win con of 3 stages, nothing too crazy on a nurse.
But
Hello, hello, and welcome back to the second half of our first qualifier matchup of Aashura vs Sinister. This is the second half of our first set, which is Nurse on the Sanctum of Wrath. Quite a unique map, as I mentioned earlier, but yeah, Levely, the goated survivor from last game, who was the initial tunnel out, who did not get tunneled out, has a win con of 2 stages too fresh, or 3 stages.
And our survivors here having a win con on 1 stage. Extremely, extremely hard to do, no matter what killer it is, even if it's Trapper, it's considered hard. But, I mean, having Nurse in a 1 stage win con is a whole other ball game entirely. It's really, really scary, and I mean, I wonder how Ashura's gonna play this out. Are they gonna, just play aggressive with the gens, play it slow, play it stealthy, which I feel like what That's what they should be doing. They should just just try to get as many gens done as possible before chase happens. To
Yeah, and pretty much just be pre-leaving everything like super early. The second they hear the nurse terror radius or they hear that someone has dipped, they should be leaving. And also, our killer here running a much more safe, less risky build compared to last game. Considering he has a win con of only 2 stages, 2 fresh, or 3 stages, I'd be running like the most unsafe shit personally, I can't lie, but I understand Sinister here just trying to lock in the first set and wanting no issues to happen here, which is very, very nice.
and
Not
I feel
quite
like
spotting anyone out here yet. The stealth from these survivors has been insane so far.
yeah, I feel like the survivors have gotten the memo about them needing to stealth as much as possible before getting first chase. And I mean, also the fact that Lavelle is running a safe bot to try to play for the best result despite his really, really easy win column nurse, that's respectable on his part, and to the whole Sinister.
Yeah, we're seeing no gen pressure come across the board just yet. The stealth is going insane from our survivors here. Playing a little game of hide and seek.
I think we're playing a game of waiting out corrupt here, which is like pretty common with extremely, extremely tough win cons like this. Because now that we've corrupt out and the game basically hasn't started yet, it's just been Lavelle walking around and the survivors just stealthing
Yeah,
around here.
but you'd expect someone to get caught out quite fast, but these survivors' stealth this game was just insane. Like, this stealth has actually gone crazy. And they're
It,
still opting to stealth this out, just trying to play it as safe as possible. They don't want anyone caught out here just yet.
but as
But
we say that,
someone does miss a skill check on a generator,
no, that's
causing
not
the
what we
nurse to
did.
head over there. That is so bad.
Wait, hold
The
on. There's still
stealth,
a chance. There's still a chance that they can re-stealth this.
the stealth from these survivors was so good in the early game, but
Not in the
oh,
locker.
checking lockers, no one in there just yet.
I mean, believable that we're checking lockers considering that no scratchies.
And we're just opting to leave this. That survivor lives another day.
Yeah, right as we thought that the skill check being missed was the end of the stealth era. It continues. Survivors keep stealthing, and now that a corrupt is out, our survivors could very well just take their own sweet time on the gens, and we hear gens starting progress. Not much progress, but these survivors are clearly still trying to progress the game slowly and not get seen. And I mean, respectable strategy, to just not get found the whole game and, try to get outs, I presume. And if it
How
actually
much can it
works,
do for you? Like at one point, someone is bound to get found, and like survivors feeding one stage is already a very big problem to them. So they can't be feeding a single stage here. But yeah, our nurse heading over to Shack here to see if we can spot anyone out, but it doesn't look to be anyone down here on the bottom side of the map just yet.
now do keep in mind that even if these survivors manage to stuff for all 5 gens, they still need to get out without giving a single stage, because if they do, they're gonna have to do like some insane triple saving and then outing the killer and not messing it up once. And as I say, the whole 5 gen thing, we spot our survivor solidly. We're just gonna start committing to this here. Our survivor here is really gonna have to put up an insane, insane chase here, and Lavelle is probably gonna know not to drop this considering how stealthy our survivors have been playing.
Spotting Darth out here and getting our first tag across the board. Still 5 gens on the board here, but we do see our ruin going bye-bye. And just opting to commit to Darth here, that's the best bet.
Yeah, and
Opting
I'm
to
pretty
fatigue this,
sure.
which is very, very nice. Our first gen does pop, which is looking quite good for these survivors here. Darth getting a nice little trick on the nurse here. And let's see how long Darth lives for here. Darth not living too long, very unfortunate. A little misblink from the nurse, causing a double back from the survivor and a down. But yeah, this is already looking bad for our serves. I mean, if their win con was something like like a 4K1 here, 4K2, this would have been insane for our survivors having one gen and one hook across the board. And that early game stealth was insane, so props to them for that. Let's see how they continue this set out.
I mean, oh, and we spot our Bless. We spot Bless trying to stealth. No, the blue not blending in with the fence, and I mean,
That is so unfortunate.
wait,
This
Bless,
is
if
our
and this is a trade.
last
This is a
nurse
trade.
player, and this is a
This is the win.
trade
This is the win
too. Oh my
for
god.
Sinister. I mean, I don't feel like
Our
trading
win
was the
con is
play.
2 stages, 2 fresh, and they opted to trade. Oh no. That is so unfortunate. Just opting to take the pick here.
I mean,
This
I
will
don't.
be our win con met.
Yeah, this will be a win con. But to be fair, I mean, I feel like Bless didn't really want to trade, but after him failing to blend in on the fences, I mean, that was the only thing he could do, really. Otherwise, he could just go down without trading, which would also still award the win to Sinister, except that now with two downs instead of just one. So I feel like at this point, Ashura's just trying to play into their best possible result.
I mean, look, I think the survivors here have understood that, it's over for them, and they're just trying to play for their best result possible. And like looking at it currently, three gens across the board and two hooks on the board.
Nice
It's not
CH.
looking bad for our survivors at all. Like this is an insane result coming in on the nurse for our survivors. And yeah, we see a nice DH come through on Darth, and we're opting to go back down to Shack and check Shack here. And we do spot out our Claudette here. Not get. Oh, we're getting a Pocus hit through the pallet. Very unfortunate.
This might be a quick little two tap down here. Ooh, we're just gonna cut him off from heading towards the other side of the map. We still don't make quite a lot of distance though with the
Yeah,
stun. I
Claudette,
mean,
she's already made a lot of distance here, but we're still opting to try and get this down as fast as possible.
don't get me wrong, like getting injured from stun wasn't ideal, but at least she made a lot of distance, wasted time with the stun, and forcing
Yeah,
her to think about where to blink next. Yeah, Lavella's just gonna take a quick hook. We have 3 stages on the board right now. Not too bad in general, but I mean, yeah, we're just playing for best result now, so. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's still ultable right now. Like, we've not, like, gotten any ton of ults, really. We've just got 3 freshes on the board so far. And, I mean, ulting at Nurse on this map, I mean, it's still respectable, although unfortunate.
yeah,
We'll
it's
be
not
check.
too bad of a map for Nurse, is what I'm realizing, and also not too bad of a map for the survivors. It's quite fun to watch and cast.
Yeah, and I mean, like, watching this stuff at the fun, at the start, that was looking kind of fun, because it was like, yeah, if they actually managed to stealth the whole 5 gens, like, it actually had me on the edge of the seat for, like, the first gen or so, especially when, like, they missed the skill check and still managed to re-stealth without getting found.
I think to check the edge map here, not quite spotting anyone out just yet. Are we going to start checking lockers? Are we going to get a little bit paranoid? Let's see now, we're just opting to go back to main here, check our mid-gen here.
I mean, I feel like Lavella's chilling. He's like playing a pub game right now. Like he doesn't really have to tunnel anyone out. He can just like make as many mistakes as he wants. He can play in a more like chill way. No, unfortunate. I wonder if Darth is our last fresh here. Actually, no. I think we've gone for
I know
Darth before.
Darth was our first tunnel
Yeah,
out
yeah,
with the
yeah,
DH here,
yeah.
and we're just opting to commit to Darth here. Will this be the start of our tunnel out journey? It will not. We're going back to main here to kick this.
Yeah, it's our last fresh actually. I thought there isn't really a benefit in going for freshes or anything. He should be tunneling someone out if he wants his best result this early on with 3 gens remaining.
And we do see our third gen pop with three hooks across the board, which is not bad at all for our survivors. But if they had like a much better win con, this would have been so good for them. Pogo getting spot out here in a very terrible spot, to be honest. But let's see if we can make a comeback from this. Opting to just take a one blink here and fatigue. And we'll be committing to Pogo in the 4. Or opting to just go down on the pallet here.
I wonder if
And
there's
that'll
someone around
be
to get saved.
Eruption on main, I believe. Oh, someone was here for the save. They get a hit, though, out of it. That's so unfortunate.
I wonder if this is going to be worth it or if this is just going to be a quick down again.
Doesn't look like it's worth it here.
Oh, we're just hopping back in the locker. Okay, fair enough. I mean, to be fair, if you get into the locker like this, even if the nurse swings, you don't really have much time to get away. Once you count in the time that it takes to actually hop out of the locker and, regain control of your survivor. Our gen split looks pretty good for survivors. I think we have one. Ooh, yeah, we have one on this side and two on the other side here. This is definitely outable.
Yeah, this is looking so good for our survivors, but with a win con, like 2 stages too fresh, it's so unfortunate to come back from. If they did a better result on the killer, if they did have a better result, it would have been a very sufficeable win con, but it's unfortunate.
Yeah, we're just going around checking on gens. Not really anything going on with the gens. The survivor's still trying to play it slow and not, give away 3 stages on a platter to the killer like they did at the start with the trade.
But yeah, Levelly just opting to hold this hook to death here, turning it into a 3v1 at 1 gen remaining.
Just gonna break
Breaking
pallet,
the
sit
little
around.
four-wall pallet as Nurse. Love that.
Yeah, you don't want the pallet on a forward when you're a nurse. It's pretty detrimental to you. And Survivor missing a skill check, locking in our death, heading straight towards the other side of the map, where I believe Survivors would be most likely on gens. We did pop our last gen. Pretty formidable effort. 5 stages and all gens done.
Yeah, this is Demon X. We haven't seen this man the whole game. Welcome back to the trial, Mr. Demon X. And we do get a nice quick hit onto Demon here, just opting to chase him here towards main.
I
Is this
think
going to
this
be a quick
is.
down? We're just opting to take fatigue as Demon X does double back here. And I believe this might be the down. It is the down onto Demon X.
I wonder if
See how many
Ravella's just
stages
gonna
we
settle
secure.
for his 8 stages, or if he's gonna greed for more stages. I mean, 8 stages on Survivor's side, pretty respectable against a nurse. But once again, just a little bit unfortunate. I would like to remind everyone once again of the win con.
Which was 2 stages, 2 fresh, or 3 stages, 1
And our
fresh.
gate is open, so we're confirming our 8 stage most likely. Yeah, and that
That
will be
is a very respectable result on our Survivor side here. Honestly, securing 8 stages is one of the better results that you see from Survivors against a nurse, and I'm really proud of Ashura's Survivors result for that. Unfortunately, the 8 stage result wasn't enough to secure the win on the nurse set, which was ultimately Ashura's pick of choice.
what.
Hello gamers, and we are back with the second half of our first matchup tonight of Ashura vs Sinister. That is, I don't know, I'm just shocked from the first set, considering it was Ashura's pick, and then they do lose the nurse set to Sinister, but we're back with Sinister's pick of Billy here on Gas Heaven. Venner, how do you feel about this?
I mean, I feel like Dub's pretty good Billy. It's gonna be pretty good game for Dub here. And as for the nurse set, I mean, I get why I should have picked nurse. They 8 staged the nurse, which isn't like a bad result at all. Like I feel like they were like gaining off of the survivors being strong and the killer, getting like a more average nurse result like a 4K0. But it's just a little bit unfortunate that our killer, set such a win point for them. A little bit unfortunate. But yeah, our survivors playing slow once again, like they did last game, not catching out anyone. And
Can't
ooh,
lie, this
just
team should not be called Ashura, it should just be called Stealth Maxing because the stealth is insane on these survivors. Also, I think Dub is probably the only controller Billy I've ever watched in the comp scene, so I'm so excited to see this. I love watching Dub's killer. And we do spot out our No Mither player here, Pogo at Shack. Are we gonna get this down real quick? Let's see. And no, we do feed him another pallet. There's 2 pallets out of the way, 2 pretty decent pallets too. But I believe this will be a quick M1 down onto Pogo here. And yep,
yeah.
getting the nice quick M1 down. You're forced to pick this up considering it is a no mither. And I believe that's Tenacity we saw too.
Now, I believe I've watched a hillbilly montage from Dub recently. Correct me if I'm wrong. And
I think we watched it together, buddy. We watched that together.
yeah,
And
I
yeah,
just wasn't like
it was
100% sure of those
shocking.
stuff. Yeah, it
It
was
was
shocking.
shocking.
And I,
He
I
was
mean, towards the
insane.
end, we noticed like the controller binds, and we were like, "There is no way this is a controller, Billy."
Yeah, Dub is like very cracked on the Billion controller, and yeah, we're just taking chase onto Blessed here, I believe. And yeah, this is
Bless
Blessed
going
that we're
wide.
spotting out.
This is most likely going to be a quick down. Palt's not even there for him to play here.
Well, not quite
Ooh, this
getting
is
the
going to be
hit
a
here,
back
but
rub.
that could be a little back rub. But we're just
No,
gonna
this is going to
force
be a
Locker,
locker.
making it a little easier for Dub here.
Oh,
And
man.
yeah,
Oh,
we're just
no.
neglecting the slugfest here, which is very nice from Blessed. But these hooks are very close to each other.
I
What
mean, Dub
can
could
Demon
literally
and
AFK
Lyra do?
mid-map and watch for crosses, and the result would be pretty much locked at like a 4K3 or 4K2, which is like, not what Ashura needs right now.
Yeah, but we
This is
do
a hill
see
8.
our first gen pop here.
Like, there's
Uh,
actually like a hill 8 you could like just fully sit on if you wanted,
yeah,
and
he
with no
could just sit
anti-camp,
on the hill if he wants.
not even the hill, like, if there's no anti-camp, he can just comfortably walk between the two. You do see
But
Safe
we
coming
do
through, Nancy
see
going down.
Nancy come in, and she does go down. This will be Pogo hitting second hook here, which is very unfortunate, but we're just opting to take the pick onto Lyra here. And I believe Demon will just be working gems over here in the distance.
I mean, it's also a little bit unfortunate that Bless managed to get pulled right before Nancy died. If Bless didn't get pulled and Nancy died anyway, that would have been really huge. That would have pretty much locked in a 4K4. Maybe at best a 4K3, which would be insane for Sinister survivors. considering that, if that happened, all Sinister really had to do was 3 split gens and have a good chase at the start.
But yeah, we did take chase onto Demon X for a few seconds, but we opted to leave as we do go back to tunnel out Pogo here, who is on the death hook at a very, very early time in the game, which is so unfortunate. This is looking to be a tunnel out at 4 or 3 gens remaining if possible. But yeah, I believe this will be a tunnel out at 4.
Ooh, taking the BAM
Oh, we're
vault.
taking the BAM. That is insane.
And the
And we do get a
down.
nice sexy down here and just opting to pick this.
And now with no matter out of the game, Dub can pretty much clear Slugfest into a 4k3, knowing his skill. But never mind, Caster's Curse, the Decisive Strike
Oh, and
comes
as
into
we say
play.
that, yeah, but how far can DS really take you against a Billy? Like, I don't think it does too much.
I
Like,
mean,
yes,
he
it's a
does have
good
a
perk overall,
filler,
but
so
against an ST killer, I feel like you don't really get too much value out of it. But, I mean, let's see if Pogo can prove us wrong here. Considering these two fillers were broken out of the way quite early, they are, just zoned here on that side of the map, but opting to take the pick out of the locker here. And this will be a tunnel out at 3 gens remaining. That is no miter out of the way too. So yeah, as you said earlier, Dub can just pretty much slugfest this, but we do spot someone out at a shack here being Demon X, the GOAT. So have you noticed that Demon X has been like the last survivor we found in every set so far?
yeah, Demon X is really, really insane on stealth. He's a Demon X on the stealth here. And we're just gonna elect to break this fella, and Bomb's pretty much dead. This is gonna be a quick bag rub, and he's just got Zeros to play, but who knows, he might be able to force an M1 off of it, possibly. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's force
forcing
the
the
M1,
M1
but
here, but
not in a
how
good
much
way.
distance do you really make? Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't really make too much distance from this, but we're opting to bam the Z-Wall here and get the quick down. But yeah, we do see our 3rd gen pop here. Blessed and Lyra trying to get as much pressure as possible across the board while Demon X has his chase. But is it enough for outs? Honestly, it's not looking like it.
Yeah,
Gas
I'm pretty
Heaven is
sure.
one of the maps where Billy is in favor, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 4k1 or 4k2 result. But we
We
do
do have
see
a
a gen
gen for
here with a
decent
decent amount of
progress.
progress, yeah.
I'm just checking around with gen, decent progress to see this any stalls, but as he does that, Rune gets taken down. I just noticed this 3 gen from Shaft, 8 and 9, so the result's pretty much a 4k1 no matter what they do, and even if they pop gen on the far 3 side of the map here, because it's a 3v1, Billy, and yeah. And we might have Survivor dying in our 3 gen too.
This
I
is
just
Blessed taking chase into the 3 gen, which is unfortunate, but I feel like Blessed is a survivor who can have a good chase, but I think we're just going to opt to force. No, we're not going to opt to force it. We do make the main window. Very, very nice from Blessed, predicting his timings very nicely. And we're just opting to go back to Shack here.
Yeah,
And check
so
out
I
the
saw Survivor on 11 earlier, and I mean, I feel like they've made their way down the shack, and that's who we're on right now.
And this is Nancy, which is Lyra, taking chase over here and not quite getting the crouch tech onto Dub here. Getting a nice quick down, and Dub will just be playing for his little slugfest here.
I mean, I feel like Nancy thought there was a pallet over there, because generally, pallets do spawn on these rocks, and Nancy thinking that, and I mean, she went to a rock, didn't realize the pallet didn't spawn, and I mean, the only thing she could have done was crouch tech, which, against Dub, pretty unlikely to work, but still worth a shot, to try to buy her team a little bit more time to get more gens out of the way. And as I say, we do get the gen on the far 3 side of the map, but considering we now have a 3 gen, with a hill in the middle of it as well, with a hook into 3 gen, I don't think we're going to be popping enough gen. Yeah, we have a pallet on that rock, interesting, and we see Scratchy's on the 4 lane. Yeah, Nancy's there as well, she's on death hook. So if we can secure Nancy and pretty much just play into on 3 gen, this is going to be a 4k1. I wonder if Dub's just going to stop this.
I believe Dub will just slug this and go back towards the 6 side of the map here over to 7. See if he can spot anyone out, but we do see Shack at like major progress here.
Yeah, I
Opting
noticed
to
the
Shack
major
here
progress.
and look for someone. No, I think we're just going to go back over to the 4-5 side of the map and get our pick onto Nancy. Which we are doing, but we're getting... Oh! Nancy does pick herself up with the UB. Oh no. But I
We're
don't think
just
she's going
gonna
to get much
force the
value out of
grab.
this. Honestly, a force is the best thing you can do here, and that's very, very smart from the Nancy. Do they have enough time to pop Shack?
I'm pretty sure not. It's the Hillbilly, it's not the Trapper.
Let's see.
Oh,
Looks
never
like our
mind.
survivors do pop Shaq Benno. You doubt me too much, man. And this will be Blessed forcing in the basement. This is looking like a possible out, maybe. Maybe who knows?
Depends
I
on
mean,
what Demon X does here. Let's see what our gate RNG is looking like. Ooh, it's looking not too great. Both gates are on top side, and we do spot up Demon X, locking this result in at a
ooh,
4K0. I mean, the fact we
4K0 is
broke.
not a bad result from our survivors. On this map, I feel like the expected for a Billy is a 4K1, even if possible a 4K2, because it's so easy to snowball on this map and hold your gens. And there are some pretty good hooks on this map. But yeah, 4K0, very respectable result from our killer and our survivors. So we'll be back after a short intermission with Ashura's killer having a win con of a 4K1 and a tie con of a 4K0. Hello, and we are back after our little short intermission here. And we do have Demon X, the one and only, the GOAT on the Billy Veno. Just wanted to ask before we get into the set, what result are you predicting here from Demon X? Because personally, I'm predicting a 4K2, 4K3 if possible, because Demon X is just the GOAT like that. And as I
Yeah.
say that, first down does come in quite early onto very person. Now tell me, what are you predicting, Veno?
I mean, earlier before the down, I was gonna say I can't really give you a definite answer because all I've been seeing Demon X doing really is just stuff up all game, not really get found till the end, where it's pretty much too late to do anything. But yeah, after the first quick down, throw it in the basement as well. I'm predicting some good stuff from Demon X. Maybe he'll be able to play for 4K1 and still force a tiebreaker or a replay of the set.
But yeah, Demon X just opting to break the main breakable door here at the front and check main, but we see no progress over at main, so opting to go back to Shack here. Say hello to any survivors who might be lurking, but we don't spot anyone going in for the basement unhook just yet onto very... Honestly, a basement hook for Billy early game, it's not looking too bad for Demon X.
I mean, our survivors are not in a hurry to pull this. They recognize that, well, what's the point of pulling it this early? But as I say, they do get the pull, and we're just making it right back here. This might be a second quick stage, and oh no, dub. Oh, we're not going for dub. Yeah, we're going for tunnel out, which is pretty expected, pretty normal.
And he doesn't block the window just in time, which is so unfortunate for him. But yeah, opting to chase very person here around the backside of Shack. Interesting. Honestly, it looked like a free down onto dub here. I would have taken that and snowballed off it personally. But who am I? I'm not the Billy player. This is Demon X's time to shine, and let's see how he does.
This is gonna be an M1
And this
down.
will be another M1 down, but where has Dub gone? Is Dub around to play for this?
I mean, unlikely. I mean, I'm not sure if Dub wants to play this risky. We've already got a stage at 5 gens. Another one coming right up too. And I mean, we have to get at least one up to win this somehow. Like, just
And
even
just
one stage.
playing super safe. Checking here for any eyes on any other survivors who might be playing for this. And it looks like no one was here to play for this, which is unfortunate for a very person here who is now on Death Hook at 4 gens remaining. It is not looking too bad at all for Demon X.
Yeah, I mean, Demon X could just happen the very person once he gets unhooked. And, get a quick down and then play those 4K1 win con. Pretty doable. And I mean, Demon X is doing well so far, and we do catch out Lavalio, which is our no Mither, so it's just gonna be an easy force down. But we do have to pick this, we can't slugfest this. And it's just a little bit unfortunate that Demon X's first tunnel out wasn't no Mither, because if he had tunnel out no Mither, that could have been really quick slugfest, really quick snowball, and into a tiebreak set.
Yeah, back over at the 7 to 8 side of the map here. And we do spot out a survivor running towards mid here. This is our Lara, which is our tunnel out very person. They do make it to main, and they will probably just play this main palette, I believe, but they don't even get it down. That is so unfortunate. That'll be very person out of the game at 3 gens. It is not looking bad.
Not
I
yet,
lied.
DS.
DS in play onto very person, which is very nice. And very person does have a filler outside of main to play, and he just pre-drops it. Yeah. Our killer's starting to panic a little bit, not getting his tunnel out as fast as he expected. But we
And
do just
Pallet
break
over there
the
too.
pallet here, yeah. He just breaks the filler outside, and I believe very person will just play the inner filler here.
I mean, I believe no matter what, the play should just commit to the sky. I mean, You can't really go for freshers. That's not going to meet the win con, I don't think. You just have to get the Scar and play 3v1 no matter what.
Oh, not quite getting down just yet. There are two gens across the board, and it's looking quite rough. Not getting the hit, and he slow bolts the pallet. The disrespect on very person right now is insane. Not getting the down again. I feel like you just have to break and zone this guy somewhere, but he does make it back to main, and we're opting to drop this for now. How do you feel about dropping this?
Dropping this isn't really a smart play. I'm not sure why he dropped it. He should have just kept committing, and even if he got like the death at one gen, I feel like he could have like possibly played into a 4k1 or even a 4k0 to force a set replay. But now that I believe Very Person has a chance to restop this could really screw over Demon X if Very Person stops this out right and we get gens cranking fast.
Yeah, but it was a very good zone here from Demon X at Shack, pushing Dub, sorry, away from the pallet and blocking the window, so getting a nice little back rub onto Dub here. But we do see our gen pop regardless, so I feel like you should have just committed for your tunnel out here. I think that was his best bet. But as I say that, almost sniping our tunnel out across the map, committing to Very Person in a dead zone, so this will be Very Person going down quite fast, which is very nice for Aquila. But I feel like he would have got this down a little earlier if he committed.
I mean, we do see Dub with Delhi or second win. I'm not sure which. We'll find out in a second. And we do have our death onto Very Person. But our 3 hit split is pretty atrocious. I didn't expect it to be this bad, but again, it's a Billy. But as I say that, the last gen hopes he needs to get a 4K out of force a set replay. And if even one stage slips off the door, be it through the gate or the hatch, it's pretty much over. That will be the 2-0 to Sinister. And as I say that, we see the gate at 1 crank in. Sponge
And we
forcing
do spot out
chase.
a healthy survivor, which is Sponge, so our only option here is to pretty much M2 him or take two M1s, which might be too long. And we do have an exit gate on the other side of the map towards Shack, which Dub and Leverly are probably sitting at right now and cranking. So I don't think this is going to be a win for Ashura, unfortunately.
Yeah,
This is
it's
looking
really
so rough, but we are getting a nice little snipe onto Dub here. But I believe Leverly will just be taking
top
his
level
out, and as I
securing the
say
out.
that, they secure the win for Sinister. Very well done by Sinister tonight. Having an awesome result on the Survivor side of the Nurse set. And look at them popping off on the Billy set right now.
I mean, don't
And
get me wrong, the results still going to be pretty good. I think both Sponge and Dub was unbreaking play.
this is just insane. We get the break onto the door. I believe we're going to try and go back for Dub here. Do we get Dub? We
I
do cut Dub
think we
off
get
just
Dub.
in time, so this might be the down onto Dub. I
Yeah,
believe we're
but
just
as
happy
Dub
to
goes down,
secure.
Sponge might have time to rotate the bottom. Or he might just stuff and
Yeah,
play the slow, knowing that Demon might expect him to go back down to 7. Oh,
let's
and
see what
Sponge is out.
happens here.
Sponge makes it. He just sent it, like fully sent it the second he left face, so that would be, I believe,
7 stages across the board for Demon X, who is playing for Ashura here tonight. That is very unfortunate, but we will see Ashura knocked out of Blood Rush League's qualifier matchups tonight with a 2-0 result. But yes, Sinister coming out on top for the night, and they will be making it to the main bracket of Blood Rush League Season 3. So yeah, thank you for watching tonight, and we will be back with our future matchups, which all should be done by this week, I believe, which will all be posted on YouTube soon.